these LGBT matters. Look, bro, we cannot stop it, but we have to check it.
You cannot stop it.
We can't stop it.
We have to check it. That's an important code.
Yes, we have to check it. The checking comes in the sense that when you two, in the deepest recesses of your home, engage in this, that's your palaver. But don't pour onto the streets and seek to indoctrinate my child via many media, including books, cartoons, films, openly saying that there's nothing wrong with this conduct. Look, we received over 200 memoranda on the matter. The first time any legislation in our history attracted this many memos. Professors were against it, lawyers were against it, CSOs and all. We interrogated the issues. The attempt is that they want to equate this matter to a fundamental human right. Which is not. This is a lifestyle choice.
It's a choice.
It's a choice.
But there's also the argument that some are born with it.
It's exactly. That is a medical condition. My brother, when you are born with it, it becomes a medical condition that is subject to treatment. Yes.
And there is treatment.
And there are treatments. There are medical
hormone.
Yes, no, there are medical steps available to reverse or remedy the situation.
That's if we agree it's a problem. It's
a problem. But persons are going out of their way to change gender and say that they must have the right to be permitted
to feel male or
or female. They are not ending it there. They want to have the right to determine these things for our children. Our children don't have the right to make even voting decisions until they are 18. You want to go to my 10-year-old daughter and indoctrinate her into this?
Maybe your 10-year-old daughter is feeling a certain way and she's confused. And they will say, no, it's okay to feel that way.
But who makes that determination? I'm the parent.
It's okay to feel that way.
No, I'm the parent.
So you will tell the
my 10-year-old daughter hasn't felt that way. You want to go to school to teach her that it is okay to when somebody feels that way, it is okay. So she can also feel that way. So my 10-year-old daughter will come home and say that, Daddy, I want to go under a surgical operation and become a man. So that my daughter, who is biologically biologically female, will now become a scientifically male. And you think that I shouldn't have consent? We are inverting the order of nature. And no law on earth permits that. So that tomorrow somebody says, I feel like marrying a pig as my wife. And they say it is a human. Why is it that we are not allowing people the right to take their own lives? Why do we prescribe that as a crime? So not every social choice or lifestyle choice.
How about the talk that this doesn't hurt anybody? You know, it's not as if anybody is harming anybody. It's my choice, and I am choosing to do it with a consenting person.
That is displaying a certain high level of illiteracy in understanding society and human beings and all. There's a cost to our public health. The statistics show that the preponderance of persons who are contracting HIV/AIDS is high among the homosexuals than heterosexuals.
Is it not because of how it is? So they are unable to come up openly.
What is the how it is?
And because the law prescribes it,
we are
so they cannot seek help.
The danger is that this is even in respect of persons who are quite bold to come out. So those who are in their closest, it means the figure is staggeringly high. So there's a cost to our public health. There's a cost to our culture. In our culture, we don't accept cross-dressing. I've never seen a chief that is dressed like a queen mother.
But culture evolves, doesn't it?
Hold on. And I've never seen a queen mother dressed like a chief. They all have their way of dressing that distinguishes them. I am here to see the president dressed like a woman. No, a minister of state dressed like the president. Those are cultures. People are saying by these lifestyle choices, we should begin to accept cross-dressing. And comes with it is this accidental lifestyle behaviors. Men will be wearing lipsticks. So there will be a cultural disorder. If somebody says it doesn't hurt anybody, it doesn't cost, it doesn't affect anyone, it's a big fallacy. 3, how will you feel if children are permitted to be indoctrinated? There's no check. You see, we must resist the promotion. It's the promotion that this bill is seeking mainly to resist. Look, what the locals has eaten, Salom, what the locals have so far eaten is fine. But we shall protect
what is left.
What is left. It's our duty and the law as members of parliament and as sponsors of the bill to protect what is left. If we allow the locals to continue to eat, tomorrow we won't have any society. Are you aware that, not that are you aware, you are my colleague lawyer, so you know that one of the cardinal qualifications to be appointed as a judge in this country is to be of a certain high moral standard. This issue is about morality. I'm waiting for a day where somebody will be nominated for the Supreme Court and they say that the wife is a man. A man is nominated to the Supreme Court or a High Court and they say the spouse is another man in this country. And whether that qualification that situation would satisfy the requirements in the Constitution. And let me add that, you know, by these lifestyle choices, pedophilia, which is rape of young men by men, is being watered down as a normal crime in these countries that are pushing these things down our throat. And so very soon will be rape of our children. When a man who belongs to this group of people decides to have sex with children, we should say that is his right. Rape is a high crime in this country.
But sleeping with young people,
yes,
that is a crime. That is improper.
But I'm saying that these people, the LGBTQ plus into infinity, it is one of the category of people in this class.
That they
must have the right to sleep with children.
Really?
You have people,
because I know pedophilia and all of that.
People have no idea what is coming. People have no idea what is coming. They are asking that the freedom gate be open to its widest extent. People want to have sex with animals.
That's bestiality.
That's bestiality. That is supposed to be their right. Meanwhile, when I, as an Anglo man, if I do pepper soup with cats, they are crying.
Animal cruelty.
Yes. Meanwhile, you want to be sleeping with a cat. You want to have sex with a cat. And say that is your right. But now I want to drink pepper soup, you say no. So these people are coming with an avalanche of all manner of things.
So now the debate is over.
Yes.
What stage are we now? Is it consideration
We move
stage?
to the consideration stage.
What does that mean?
Consideration means this is the stage where we do the clause by provision analysis and passage into law.
So this is where the issue will be.
This is where we enact the law. This is what we call the enactment stage.
Of the law. Okay, because the debate stage then will be in terms of the principle.
Yes.
Which all of you
we've all had our bites.
So what happens then? Would there be another debate, or would this consideration stage bring about another debate?
Yes, it does. In fact, if you go to clause 1, it will be read. Then Speaker will say, honourable members, the amendment has been proposed and seconded. It is for the consideration of the House. So this is the enactment. So I will say, okay, Mr. Speaker, I am in support of the amendment being proposed. However, then I can also add or detract. You understand? Then Speaker will hear me.
So there's a stalemate. You vote?
Yes, we vote. Or if the mood of the House is such that we want to make progress, we can stand it down. Like we do in court. Let's stand the matter down. So we can stand it down and make progress and come back to it at another time. But so this is what we do the nuts and bolts. This is what we do the enactment. So we enact after one provision to the next until the whole bill is considered. So if you have an amendment, you can also file it and it's considered. So when one provision and its sub-clauses are all approved of and adopted, then Speaker will put the question on that whole provision to form part of the bill. Then it is enacted. Then we move to the next. So it's such a laborious process. So this is where you see very few MPs participating, because
it's a laborious
it's
process.
It's a very technical area of MPs' work. So very few get interested and show some expertise.
I see.
Yeah. And so that's why the leader of the House has over the period formed what we call the winnowing committee. The winnowing process is simply to separate the chaff from the grain. It's an agrarian term. So when we do the consideration and some provisions are hanging, some amendments are not agreed to, but the sponsor insists that it should be agreed to, they are all put together and given to the winnowing committee, who will then go and clean the bill up. So when we come back to the floor, it goes through the enactment processes quickly. So once consideration is that, if somebody has any other view, you can raise it again as a process that we call second consideration. After that, it is read the third time and passed. Then it's prepared, tidied up nicely in the manner that the House agreed to in terms of the sequence and outlining.